Thank
with a
you.
smile.
Thank you for
Thank
this.
you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Namaskar, my
Hello and welcome. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on this special interview on NewsX. We're in conversation today with actor Rajeev Siddhartha. Rajeev, welcome. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much, Uday. Thank you for inviting me and thank you for having me here.
Well, Happy New Year to you. And it has truly been a Happy New Year. You've, of course, been busy with work, but you've also been soaking in all the response for the last season of Four More Shots, Please, as this season is being called, the final one, the last one. So how's been the response?
Yeah.
What's been the kind of feedback you've been getting since it began
The
streaming?
the response has been absolutely fantastic, and one would not expect anything lesser, given that it is a finale, it is a final season of Four More Shots, right? And I have been fortunate to have been involved with it since season one, which is
Yes.
2017, 2018, when the OTT boom has just started, right?
Yeah.
Uh, so personally and professionally, it's been a great milestone for me because uh, as a character in the series, my character has evolved, and it is the only male character which has been there since season one. So yeah, and also as a human being and as an actor, when you mature, it also reflects in how you portray the character, which has also matured in the time being,
Yes.
right? Uh, the response has been tremendous, and in fact, a lot of people have been calling it the most entertaining season so far. And I, I I loved all the four seasons. I mean, it's like I can't choose, but this season has been uh, uh, very, very well received, and the number of messages and the calls from people who I've not spoken to for a while, it's heartwarming. So.
Okay. Did you expect this, when the part first came your way, just taking you back into memory lane, that, it
Yeah.
would kind of build up to this kind of following, and, it's always, of course, gratifying for any OTT show to have a second season. Here, there have been four seasons. So how has that been for you, as being a core part of this team? And did you expect it when you were first offered this part, when the script first came your way?
As an actor, you're just grateful that you're part of a great project, a
Mhm.
big platform such as Amazon Prime, and you try and live it moment to moment.
Mhm.
And like you said, for a show to be greenlit for season two is in itself a great achievement.
Yeah.
And here we have season four, and I don't think. I'm sure, given the response, if we wanted, I'm sure there could be many more
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah.
But I think after a point you realize that let us give it a fitting finale rather than
Yes.
just drag something on, right?
Yeah.
So I maybe in my heart of hearts I would have been expecting many seasons when I started
Mhm.
season one, and in that sense that wish has been fulfilled because we've
Okay.
done season four, right?
Yeah.
And but the response of season one only was itself very tremendous.
Mhm.
And wherever you go, whichever city you go to, whichever country you go to, there were people who recognize former shots because
Yeah.
it's streamed in almost all the countries in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
So in that sense, the response and the following and people recognizing the work that you do happened a lot with former shots,
Do you
please,
believe do
and
you
with the
believe
subsequent
it
seasons.
was relatable? Is that why so many people have liked it? Do you think it was relatable? It was very everyday what people see around them with relationships and friendships, etc. Do you think that's what's clicked as well, Rajiv?
It was relatable and aspirational,
Hmm.
both.
Yeah.
So so in that sense, it clicked around everywhere,
Ah.
and a lot of like, and this is a show which gets very strong responses, either positive or negative, which is fine. It is good to get either positive or negative response, and it's better than getting a very flat and neutral or bland response, right? That means uh, if somebody's moved positively, great. If somebody's moved negatively, that means it's touched something in them which is probably which they can't relate to. But so we are very well aware, the actors and the makers and everybody, ki the show won't be loved by everybody. It'll be loved by a lot of people, but not by everybody. But the reasons why they may not love it,
Mhm.
which could be uh, not related to the content of the show per se, but I guess where they are in their own personal
Mhm.
lives at that point of time, I feel.
Okay. Also, given the fact that you've been on four seasons, your young cast and crew and team, of course, have friendships also evolved with everyone over the years?
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, with Manvi in particular, this season, Manvi plays Siddhi, Manvi
Mhm.
Gagru. My character eventually marries her this season.
Mhm.
I can say that now because now there's it's a lot of time
Nice, yeah,
has passed since the show has released.
yeah.
With her, even from season 1 to season 4, in this particular season, because we have many, many, many more
Mhm.
scenes together, it was there was a lot of ease and a lot of just a feeling of friendship,
Mhm.
and it and with other cast members as well. It was just a lot of like, uh, like you meet old school friends and you've not met them for a while, but it always feels like, oh, you just spoke to them yesterday. So it
Yeah.
just the friendships have evolved. Yes.
Okay, lovely. And as I said, it's been a busy year already for you because you have been filming in Delhi. So how was that shoot? And can you tell us a bit about what you were working on?
So this is a very sweet independent film. I can't reveal the details about it right now, maybe later, but this is the kind of cinema, if I may say so, is what I wanted to do, or what I've always aspired to do ever since I've become an actor.
Okay.
A very sweet story about. It's not. It doesn't have, let's say, emotional highs and emotional
Hmm.
lows as such, but I could call it a story which is, if I could give an analogy, if I could compare it to something, it would be a gentle flowing river,
Hmm.
something of that sort. And eventually, when it comes out, this is sounding too mysterious right now,
Yeah.
but when it comes out, I'm sure the audience will know why I described it such.
I think there's a play as well that you're doing
Yes,
in
yes,
Mumbai.
yes,
You've also,
yeah,
that's been, I think, a conscious call by you as well to continue your
right,
theater along with, of
yeah, yeah,
course, film and OTT projects. So theater is
yeah.
obviously a big passion for you. I can make out, and what's coming next in the theater space.
So when I started acting. I knew that theater will be a very important part of my life.
Mhm.
This particular play is directed by Lele Dubey and
Mhm.
written by Mahesh Sharma
Mhm.
and Pratap Sharma. Apologies.
Mhm.
And it is about a prince who gives up his kingdom to become
Mhm.
a monk, and then he eventually goes to China and teach them martial arts and
Okay.
dhyan and meditation.
Uh,
So it's a true life story. My
yes.
character is a person called Bodhidharma.
Okay.
He was Prince Dharma. He called himself Bodhidharma eventually, and he was the 28th patriarch of Buddhism and the first patriarch of Dhyan.
Okay.
So I think spirituality is something which I really connect with, and so
Yes.
therefore this play allowed me the opportunity to combine acting and spirituality,
Nice.
which was lovely. And I got to learn martial arts as well,
Hmm.
whatever little one can learn in a month.
Hmm.
And the fear amongst us as actors of the play and the director was that the audience may not be able to relate to the spiritual elements of the play, right? I
Yeah.
mean, people rather listen to gossip than to find out who you are as a person, right? However, we were pleasantly surprised that the audience responded, and they were very appreciative of the
Hmm.
spiritual elements more so. So I'm looking forward to our next show is at on the 25th of Jan
Okay.
at the Royal Opera,
Okay.
and looking forward to it because stage, as they say, as cliche as it may sound, is an actor's medium.
I was just going to say that.
So
And you've been loyal to that medium. You've tried to take out
yeah.
time for theater throughout, haven't you, Raj?
Yes, yes, yes. And it's been a blessing. It's been lovely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
And
speak. Yeah.
no, no, and I was just wanted to add that earlier in my earlier days when I would let's say when you're waiting in the wings
Mm.
waiting for your entry, I would be nervous like any other actor.
Mm.
However, now when I enter the stage, it almost feels like I'm entering my living room. So
Okay. The
that's the
comfort
change
has.
which is happening.
Yes.
Yes.
And finally, speaking about OTT, we started out by talking about Four More Shots. Another OTT project that's been, great for your career has been Ashram. So how important
Yes,
has
yes,
that
yes.
project been for you as well throughout your career, and also seeing how the seasons of that have also panned out and the love that they've got from the audience as well.
Oh, it has been absolutely fantastic because you get to work with such a diverse and lovely and beautiful ensemble. And there was so much synergy in the cast and the crew because generally, when you have such a big cast, problems can arise here and there. Maybe, I don't know. But with this cast in particular, it was just smooth sailing. And we had Mr. Prakash Jha, who was the captain
Yeah.
of the ship and just a living legend. And it's just it was a blessing. It was a learning experience. I
Mm-hmm.
remember Ashram, and then after that, I shot for Love Sitara with
Mm-hmm.
Vandana Kataria.
Mm-hmm.
And these both projects, I think, have been very instrumental in uh, causing a shift in me as an actor. So I've been grateful for that.
Have you been told when the next season's coming of Ashram?
No, no, no. I always have been asked this question wherever I go,
Yeah.
but I would not know. No.
Okay, so watch this space for more, as they say. But certainly a great 2026 shaping up for you. So all the very best for that, Rajiv. Good luck for the rest of the year. Thank you for joining us once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that.